Hello everyone and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. Bit of light relief today I think we need, and so I have Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot on the tarot table for this rather cheeky little reading. I'm going to look at all the grey suits we've been seeing the royals wearing recently. Now, we know that Prince Harry has a thing about those men in grey suits, those courtiers. And when the Sun had its exclusive about Harry was upset at how formal the meeting with Pa was, even though he got tea and chocolate cake, he was treated like a visitor and was all very stiff and formal. Harry had a little strop and put out a statement denouncing the men in grey suits who constantly trying to sabotage his reconciliation efforts with King Charles, and that men in grey suits should just stay out of the way. It was that kind of a statement. And that, of course, was the end of the has-been, because it was very clear he couldn't be relied on to keep quiet. And he would be, he'd rise to the bait if ever bait was given, and it was through the Sun. He rose, and he had his little strop about the men in grey suits, and then, lo and behold, senior royals started popping up wearing grey suits. Prince William, we had a meeting, Duchy of Cornwall meeting, there he was, in a grey, I think it was a tweed suit. King Charles, just today, meeting the President of Zambia up at Dumfries House, wearing a grey suit. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, just today at Ralph Coningsby, have I got that right? Wearing a grey suit. And Princess Anne in Ukraine, under a heavy woolen coat, but there was a grey suit. I'm just wondering if the royals are winding Harry up. There have been memes going around that a man in grey suit spotted, and of course Harry has that cheap and nasty crumpled grey suit that he's often seen in, and people are pointing that out and having a good laugh at his expense. Are the royals also having a bit of a laugh at his expense? Have we moved from grey rocking to 50 suits of grey? My lame pun for the day. And apologies if that landed badly, which I'm pretty sure it did. But anyway, what do we have? Curious Cats Tarot on the tarot table, and little 5-card reading. I want to know Harry's feelings about these men in grey suits. Of course, the bane of Princess Diana's life, and so he's latched onto this as well. And the bane of his life, as he's very happy to tell at every opportunity. I want to know if the royals are having a bit of a laugh at his expense by doing this. They have been known to colour coordinate. They did at one of the Christmas carols. I don't think it was last year, I think it was the year before. They all wore, the women all wore the same sort of deep red. And it was some message to Meghan Markle. They colour coordinated for that. So it's not unheard of for them to send messages to the Parkles by doing things like this, if by any chance they are doing this. Whose idea? And how does Harry feel? Even if not at their grey suits, at the memes that are going around. We've seen the spotted man in grey suit who's to blame for sabotaging the relationship between Harry and King Charles, and of course it's Harry. So, tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinion, or speculation. Just read energy here, and disclaimer in the box below. Oh, we got the 10 of Swords, and it's in reverse. This is ruinous for Harry with the 10 of Swords. I think he's absolutely staggered at what is coming out, whether it's the royals, the senior royals, popping up in grey suits, or the public mocking him like they are with these memes all over the place. You don't have to look hard to find them. 10 of Swords is betrayal. It's so painful. And I'm just getting jaw drop kind of disbelief. And we know that look, he's shown us that face on the Netflix documentary quite a few times, that sort of dumb surprise look that he's acting, that he's trying to master, learning his acting skills from herself. There it is, 10 of Swords in reverse. That's our underlying energy. So he's not liking this. A vast understatement. Heart of the reading. Another one, 3 of Swords. I've got the 2 most painful tarot cards on the tarot table. This is Betrayal. Betrayal by his family. He cannot believe it. I cannot explain to you. I actually have a sore jaw from the level of jaw drop that I've got going on here as I'm doing the reading. And yeah, don't need to do usual vocal exercises to loosen my jaw. I just need to look at these cards. So, how does Harry feel about the men in grey suits, the wasp and the bee and the sting like a butterfly or whatever? 6 of Cups. They're all cozy with Prince William. That's what he thinks about them. It's very cozy energy, the 6 of Cups. It's tight bonds, been around for a long time, very invested in something emotionally. It's a little support system, a little ecosystem that, as I say, goes back into the mists of time. They've been around forever. They are kind of part of the family with the 6 of Cups energy. It's not the contemptuous energy that I would have expected as an energy reader. It's more that he sees how intertwined they are with the royal family and how cozy the relationship is, the association. So if he thinks that the men in grey suits have done something to sabotage his relationship with Pa, he thinks it's more sinister than that. He thinks that they are acting, they're proxies for Prince William or Pa in whatever they do. And, you know, they're a bit like the Markles, who are always briefing against each other. And we've had the recent Pa stuck up an apartment block, can't move and all that stuff. And then it's mocked. And no, that's not the situation at all. This is royal family briefing against each other. And they do. Quite weird. So let's move on and ask if the royals actually are doing this deliberately, color coordinating to just mock him. Are they? And I think they are, because this is a very Harry card, this Knight of Wands, and it's the hair trigger that he's got. It's the Ginger Whinger, the Knight of Wands, volatile, erratic, easily provoked. You can have a temper tantrum with him. If you go through your shopping list during a court hearing, like Baroness, what's her name? Lawrence. Sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But, he's easily provoked. You don't have to try too hard. And it's just his erratic nature that he's hot-headed, he's volatile, spontaneously combusts. And there it is. So I do think that they are doing this deliberately. This is my personal belief, opinion. Who decided to do this? If, let's say, hypothetically speaking, if they are color coordinating and all wearing grey suits, who decided to do this for a little bit of light relief, possibly, as I'm doing this tarot reading for light relief? We've got the 5 of Cups, and it's interesting because it's somebody who's suffered a lot. And I know there's somebody who's suffered a lot. He's been very open about how much he's suffered in that chat with Eugene Levy, Prince William. This is my opinion. 5 of Cups. Been through hell. He's been very frank about the hell that he's been through. Still going through hell. Got more hell to come, the poor man. And if he can do this for a bit of a laugh, because, the never complain, explain thing is wearing a bit thin at this point. And I don't think he's a fan. I think he's a fan of taking direct action to sort problems out. Cancerian, that chariot, when that chariot is finally in the in the main street and finally is going at the speed it wants to go at. Harry, better jump out the way. But in the meantime, I just have a suspicion as an energy reader that this is just something, a little bit of, it's not even revenge. It's just to lighten the mood, difficult mood for all of them at the moment. How is Harry receiving it? Well, we know, because we've got the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords on the tarot table. It's seldom that those two cards show up on the same in the same reading for me as a reader, because they are both such powerfully painful cards. There we have it. So what else does the universe want to tell us? Oh, the moon. Can't believe it. It's that suspicion that I know what you're doing. It's going to make him even more suspicious about the men in grey suits than he already is. More paranoid. Because he is acting out of his subconscious and he's projecting and he's believing all these things that are irrational, that come from the subconscious mind, that are moon driven, that are a little bit cray cray. It's going to make him even worse going forward, more suspicious, more almost deranged. Interesting that they're playing mind games like this. I think, again, I have to repeat, this is my little suspicion, my little testing the energy around this. He's taking it very badly, whether the, I think, message being sent by the royals to him or the mocking, the merciless mocking that's going on social media at his expense. Nobody's falling for it, and it's just going to make him even more isolated and more suspicious, more confused, more doubtful, and more, as I said already, in my opinion, deranged. That's the reading. There you have it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.